Like, really, man? You wait until people move on. You waited until Samantha moved on to come and create problems. Why? Why? You don't want her to be happy? This one is going to have so much drama.
Hell to the yeah.
Hi wonderful people, and welcome back to my channel, Book Craze with Giselle. What's up, what's the scene? How are you going? Welcome to my channel if it's your first time here, and if you are not, you are a returning subscriber, then thank you for tuning into this video and supporting my channel. If you don't know, I love romance books. I love everything about romance books. I enjoy every trope. I enjoy different genres and subgenres of romance. I just really love them. It is my addiction. It is my obsession. And that is what I share with you here, my obsession and passion about romance books. So for this video, I am going to share with you my fall haul books. So these were books that I got on Kindle Unlimited. I don't know if you have read any of these books. Some of them are actually new releases. Some actually came out like on the 1st of October. Some of them are not new releases. All of them gave me like small town fall vibes, which I just adore reading and I look forward to reading. Some are second chance romance and my heart just breaks for second chance romance. Some of these books I think are going to mess with my emotions. Definitely mess with my emotions, and I look forward to reading that. I do. Some of them have really nice fall covers, so I decided to do a fall ebook haul, and all of these books are available on Kindle Unlimited. So if you are looking for some of these books, you know where to find them. They're very accessible. But to put a twist to this, because I know there are other fall books recommendations, I decided to do one for my interracial book readers. A lot of my subscribers read interracial romances, so I'm like, you know what? Here are some that you can get on Kindle Unlimited. They all have that type of fall vibes or were released this fall. Most of these books, if not all of these books, are also written by Black authors. So if this is something that you're into or that you might be interested in reading, if you want to read some of these books, if you're looking for fall books, you keep watching this video. If you're looking for books on Kindle Unlimited, this is the video for you. If you're looking for books written by Black authors, yes, you're in the right place. And if you're looking for interracial, multicultural, intercultural romances, then definitely you are here, and like this video and subscribe. So let's get into these books. It's all about the books here. So one of the books that I picked up is The Deep End, and it is written by Deanna Gray. This is the first time I'm reading a book by this author. I have not read any books that she has published, and I'm really interested to read this one. It is a brother's best friend romance, and you know how those romance goes. I think that this book is going to be very interesting. I think it's going to have a lot of tension and build up. In The Deep End, we meet Leo and Kira, and Leo, he's into swimming, and his best friend is Kira's brother. However, he is attracted to her. However, he makes sure and he puts up this barrier because he doesn't want to cross any type of boundaries. One day, Kira was actually drowning and he comes in and he saves her. You know, things escalate. They have like this moment and then nothing, and they try to keep their space. They try to, you know, stay in their own lane for 4 years. But after that, things really picks up between these two individuals. Something happens to Kira and Leo decides to get all serious and take things to another level. I think this book is going to be really entertaining, and I think it's going to be steamy as well, because, you know, when you have that tension building for years, 4 years of this tension that is built, it's going to explode. So I'm hoping that it's going to be steamy and holds my attention. Another book that really grabbed my attention that I want to read this fall, it is If I Ever Fall in Love by Amy Oliveira. Now this is another author that I have not read anything from, so I'm really trying to stick with my goals again from the beginning of this year to try new authors. This one is going to have so much drama. The reason why I think this book is going to be juicy is that you have a Afro-Latino woman and an Irish man in this book. On top of that, they have a forced proximity relationship or a fake relationship, and they get married. So there's this marriage of convenience in this fake relationship. Like, how is this going to work? So in If I Ever Fall in Love, we meet Thad and Marcella. And Marcella has recently lost her job and she became undocumented in the US. Now, she has nothing going for her. She lost her job. She doesn't have anywhere to go. And she meets Thad. Thad is a very flirty musician and he gives her a proposal. And that proposal, I guess, is, to get married. And obviously, he would have his reasons for that. And I'm assuming he doesn't share his reason for wanting to be married to Marcella. But I know this book is going to be juicy. And although things start off as a fake relationship, it is going to turn into something real. I think they're going to have their feelings hurt. So I'm really looking forward to reading this story. I have read 2 or 3 books from this author and I really enjoy her writing style. It is really emotional and you really get in touch with the characters. Like, you can relate to the characters and what they are feeling. So I'm looking forward to Be My Reason. In this book, it is centered around a single dad who is a contractor that wants to tear down some type of historical structure. And then you have the heroine where she's against this and they're definitely enemies. So I'm thinking things are going to be like really spicy between the main characters, and especially with him being a single dad. So I would love to know what happened to his wife, why he's a single dad. Is it that they separated or is it that she died? And if they're separated, is it that there's going to be baby mama drama? Because I'm all for that. I'm really looking forward to this one. Y'all, I have something so different. I don't think you would ever expect me to talk about a book like this on my channel.
Oh no, she didn't. Oh yes, she did.
Or even to select a book like this to read this fall. Like, to actually have this book loaded on my Kindle. Like, what? This book is called Choices, a Sweet Christian Romance. I know you wasn't expecting it. I totally know you weren't expecting something like that. But yeah, I want to read this story. It is written by Rose Fresquez. In this book, the heroine basically has a boutique. She has given up on dating. However, she's at a point in her life where she wants to settle down. And there's this guy that he wants to settle down and start a family as well. And as soon as she's about to do that, in comes a doctor. His parents died and left him property in this small town. So he decides, you know what, I'm just going to check it out and see what happens, what I can do, if I'm going to sell it or whatnot, only to discover that the town needs a doctor. And when sparks fly between the hero and the heroine, she forgets about the first guy being her only option to settle down and have a family with. Now she has new dating options, and I'm like, hello, Missy. You see new things and you want new things. This book, I don't know what to expect. I'm going to keep an open mind. The title did pique my interest. The cover did pique my interest, and I just had to get it. Honestly, I just had to get it. I got it. And I think that is the first book that I'm going to read from my fall list. Yes, it's a bit late, but So this is another small town romance. You know, the cover gives you all the fall vibes, and just the fact that it's in a small town, that is just going to give me so much fall vibes. And it takes place in a small town in Colorado. So yeah, I'm all for this book. This book is going to make me cry. This book is going to break my heart and it's going to have me all emotional. This book that I'm talking about, or that I am referring to, it is the mixtape. The blurb it's already getting me emotional. So the blurb talks about a musician called Oliver. Oliver lost not only his band member but also his twin brother, and he has been using alcohol to deal with the pain and deal with the death and loss of his twin brother. And then we have Emery. Emery is a single mom, and she is working as a bartender, just trying to keep a roof over her head and take care of her daughter, and she's not getting any type of support. She is really struggling financially and emotionally. So you have these two characters that are dealing with so much in their life. I guess when they meet, this is something that is going to shake them to their core. But this book, it is breaking my heart just to know that this person is suffering so much. Yes, I know it's a story, but I picked up this book because of the blurb. Yes, I have read another book by Brittany Cherry, and it did break my heart the same way. So I know what is going to happen with this one. I'll probably have tears in my eye. You know what? I'll probably do a read and vlog with this book, because in this book, we're probably going to see healing and emotional walls coming down and hearts being mended. So I look forward to reading that. This next book, it is a second chance romance, and I read the blurb and I knew I had to get a copy of this book. I knew I had to read it. And the name of this book is The Love Bets. And in this book, the heroine, she has a phobia against commitment. She works for a sex and relationship magazine, so she writes columns about hooking up and the art of dating, but she's not into actually dating and being in a relationship. And then her editor gives her an assignment to write a Valentine's Day piece. She ends up meeting her ex, and now her ex, Evan, he is taking this as the perfect opportunity to get back with her, because they broke up and they did not break up under good circumstances. There were things that he regretted, and this is just the perfect opportunity. And I guess from this is why Liz doesn't like commitment. So this book, it is going to be juicy. I think it's going to be emotional. I hope that it does not make me cry, and that I'm able to read this book from beginning to end, because there is just something about second chance romance that really pulls at my heartstring. And sometimes I do find myself, shedding a tear or two, but I don't know if I'm going to experience this. But that is why I picked up this book. It just really stood out, and it has me really intrigued and curious about what is going to happen with Luz and Evan. Are they going to get back together? What exactly does he regret? Why did they break up? What happened? How has she been living life without being in a relationship, without making any type of commitment? Is it that she just do one night stands and just screws and stuff like that? What is it that she does? So I'm really, really interested to find out more about this book. So with these books that I'm talking about, these books, they are really nice, sweet, cute reads. Normally on my channel, I speak about, or I talk about heavier, disturbing, twisted books. That is what I talk about. I gravitate towards those books. But I'm it's fall. We have Thanksgiving coming up this month. And I'm like, Giselle, you need to read some sweet stuff. You need to, chill and relax. So this next book is giving me drama vibes, but not the type of drama that I'm usually into. This book is entitled Never Too Late, and it is an older couple romance. Normally I'll do the age gap. I read the age gap. I rarely read books with older couples. It's not a particular preference of mine. It's just that I hardly come across books with older couples. So when I saw this one, I'm like, Giselle, you have to try this one. You are broadening and widening what you read. So definitely give this one a try. So I'm going to give this one a try. So in this book, we meet Samantha and Clayton. Samantha is a very strong, independent businesswoman, and Clayton, he owns the business. He is a billionaire, and they were both previously married, and now they decide to embark on some type of relationship. Samantha was totally not expecting her boss to come and sweep her off her feet, but he did, only for her ex to stir up legal issues and cause problems. Like, really, man? You wait until people move on. You waited until Samantha moved on to come and create problems. Why? You don't want her to be happy? So I really want to read this one just to find out what the ex-husband did and to really see how this relationship between her boss and herself began. I guess it's also an office romance, so it's a billionaire office romance between an older couple. Interesting. So this next book, I am not going to lie, I picked up this next book because of the title. The title piqued my interest. 713 Main Street. I'm like, what? Who titles their book that? So it really piqued my interest. It is written by Micah Julie, and in this book, you meet the heroine. She has been burnt in the past. She's not looking for any type of relationship. She runs a cafe. It's located in the middle of town. She's pretty busy and doesn't have any type of dating life. In comes, it's a small town. In comes a stranger, and they have like this really strong connection. And she decides, you know what? It's okay if I have a fling. It's not going to be forever. It's just going to be for this period of time. Her past comes back to haunt her. And who is there to help? Grayson, the fling, the person that was just passing through the small town. And I really enjoy reading small town romances around this time. So I think that is also why I picked up this book. So I really want to read it, if not just for the title. I want to know. Yes, I know the plot. Yes, the blurb is interesting, but I'm like, is it that the cafe is located on 713 Main Street? This book is also book 28th in the Cherry Falls romance, so definitely check it out. It's a complete standalone, and this is the first time I'm reading a book by this author. It is also the first book that I'm reading from this series. Like, this story is so sweet. This next one by Amory Evans, oh my gosh, it is entitled Make Me Stay, and we meet the heroine Avery and the hero Donovan. And in this book, Avery, she is deaf, and both her and Donovan, they were friends growing up. However, her father disapproved of their relationship, of their friendship, and Donovan, he took the time to learn sign language so that they can communicate, and she fell in love with music because of him. And things were going so well. Then one day Avery and her father disappeared, and Donovan didn't know what to do. He was so confused, and 7 years later they're able to reconnect. 7 years later, this guy was holding out for this woman, was holding out for his flawed beauty. This book is going to make me laugh, probably make me cry, probably make me shout. I already get that vibes from this book, and I'm looking forward to reading it. I'm looking forward to that drama. Up next, and this is the final book that I did download, and it is called The Unexpected Marriage of Convenience. It is a billionaire surprise marriage. It is written by Cynthia Shaw. So upon reading the blurb, these two people, Kevin and Denise, they went to Vegas and they unexpectedly got married. Yeah, they probably liked each other, but they weren't really expecting to get married. And it happened. Okay, we can get a divorce. No, they could not, because Kevin's father was dying and he literally just wanted to see his son happy and just settle down and married. So you know what they did? They pretended. So this is a fake relationship, marriage of convenience, BWWM, billionaire romance. Like, this has a lot of different tropes in it. I picked up this book because I just wanted to see, how the relationship would be. I don't often read fake relationships that much, but these two people, Denise and Kevin, were already married. So I'm like, will they stay married? Will they get a divorce after his dad kicks the bucket, like what is going to happen? How long are they going to continue being or pretending to be happily married? Is it that halfway through their deal, they're going to call it quits despite his dad still being alive? Like, I don't know, but I do look forward to reading this book. So this brings me to the end of my fall ebook haul. So I really hope that I enjoyed these books. You know, I will come back on here and let you know what I think. Honestly, who knows, I might actually do a reading vlog reading these falls selection. I am going to be reading things in between, you know, just how I do. So that brings me to the end of my video and the end of my haul. You can pick up all of these interracial, intercultural, multicultural romances on Kindle Unlimited. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell so you will know when I upload a video, so you'll be right there to know what I post or what I've been reading or what I'm going to read or what I thought about what I read. And you can also follow me on my different social media accounts. They are there. So thank you, and look out until I post another one.